Hey everybody, it's Taz. Sorry it's been a couple of weeks. We had Thanksgiving there and was just trying to spend some time with the family. So today what we're going to be showing is how to add effects to custom, well really any item. It doesn't have to be a custom one. Preface this with I don't know how this particular one's going to turn out. I'm kind of being practical and just experimenting while I record this. So we'll see what this actually looks like. I get the feeling I'm going to have to scale it down some, but that shouldn't be an issue. I have gotten this to successfully work. I have not figured out how to attach it to the item itself. So the mechanics of this are going to be we have created a spell and we have basically come in and taken one of these models, which this is an animation model here, and we're going for a flame effect, if you can't tell. And we're attaching the flame effect to the spell and attaching the spell to the item, which sounds like it should attach straight to the item. It won't though. What I'm doing is basically telling the spell to sit from the player's hand with an offset on the x-axis to make it look like it's coming out of the weapon. However, when you sheathe the weapon, that spell effect will still be there, so it's a little immersion breaking, but it's the only way that I've found to get any kind of an effect on here. And I'm not thoroughly convinced that there's not a way to do it. I just have to find the correct spell settings to attach it to the item. So I'm still experimenting with that, but I wanted to give some kind of an update and get you guys some new content out. So here we go. Um, I don't know if this is an expansion one or what, but we're gonna run this through the ringer. I've already exported it. I'll just go ahead and do it again. Why not? All right. So here are all the files. This is from WoW Export, like you've seen in the other videos. And we're gonna open TX Editor, which I've showed you guys before. I'll have the link to this in the comments or description, so just in case. It has been a while and I can't remember if I've actually shown this to you guys or not. So basically you take all this is what I exported, you run it over, copy it there, say fix, good to go. Then you're going to run it over to the multiconverter.exe. I think I've showed you guys. I know I've showed this one to you. But again, the tools will be in the description anyway. Alright, say fix. It's done. Cool. What that did is convert it down to 3.3.5. So basically retro ports it, right? Makes it compatible with older versions. Next, we are going to go into our MPQ folder and we are going to look at our directory up here. It's just spells. You can ignore everything WoW export, and anything prior to that can be ignored for your file path. I'm going to open up my latest patch, patch Z. We're going to go into spells because I created that folder to match this one. So basically, WoW export is your root directory of your patch, so it never needs to be called on. And we're going to say add files. It's already pointed here for me, luckily, because I was working on this a little bit earlier. Alright, these are in here now. And we're going to close this. Next thing we did, I'll show you. We took Rocket Pack, which was $69188, and we copied it. And it popped up down here. You can see it still has the old icon. I named it something different. Ancient Flame of Oregador. This weapon was quenched. Whatever. That's the description. It's just lore stuff. went over to visual, kits and effects, copied both of these, went to base, got rid of spell visual and put 0, went back to visual, hit kits and effects, copy, paste, confirm, copy, paste, confirm. Keep in mind you do have to copy both of these before you do that. Attachment ID, spell right hand. That's what I was telling you guys earlier. This is how it works and makes the actual effect stick to your hand. The offset there is to make it look like it's coming from the weapon, right? Back to base. All right, this is all pretty much done. You would then export this. So I'll go ahead and do it. All right. I'm going to say export checked DBC files. Over here's my export folder. This is where it all came out. You can see we're still waiting on this one to go. That one takes a minute. All right, once those are all in, the only thing we're going to be messing around in here after you've created the spell, which is in here, is going to spell visual effect name.dbc. Open that up with Waddle K. I'm going to roll down to the very bottom to the newest entry. And you're going to rename it and you're going to go and you're going to take this name from the exports folder that we just did, this guy. You're going to find your M2 file, which looks to be this one. Verify this is the only one. This is a rather large file. Alright, it was. I'm going to rename this. And because of the file path that it came out under, we won't have any subdirectories. However, keep in mind, it is a possibility that you may end up with a subdirectory when you export the file from WoW Export. So, check all your folders. I'll close that. And here's what I mean by that real quick. I'm just going to show you. So this is spells, right? Item, object components. Some of these spells do in fact ship with an ammo. Some of them do ship with other stuff. This unknown one here doesn't belong here. That was me messing around earlier. But back here in the root directory, there is an unknown folder, and sometimes spells ship it to that. So when you export stuff, be sure that you are mirroring the file directory that is coming out from the export, and make sure that you're putting it in your patch the exact same way it shows up here. Alright. Spell visual effects has been fixed. I'll move this back over to where it was. Come on. It's just not going to be nice to me today. It doesn't matter. Alright. We're going to take standby. Build. No, shit. Wrong one. Where are you? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Spell editor. There we go. Export. That's the one we want. Alright. Back here, right? Windows 11. Sometimes, man. Overall positive experience, but damn it. Sometimes. I'm not going to do it for this one. On the off chance I did just mess this up. But I don't think I did, so you can go ahead and follow me. I'll let you know. You let me know if I screwed it up and you following the directions did not work, and I'll come back and fix it. Be happy to personally talk to you and help you through it. Alright, DB files client, all that shit we just moved over. I'm gonna delete this just so I don't mess up here. Copy. Alright, change the file path to our export. I got rid of the naming one, just keep that in mind. Alright, we've replaced all that fun stuff. We've named our stuff, and now that should be ready to fire off. So, assuming you remember your spell ID number, which for me was 80890, that can now be attached to the item, and it can be set up in whatever the hell this thing's called. Stand by. Kira. It can be set up in Kira in order to just fire off whenever you equip the item. So just know that. I don't have it set up that way right now because I'm testing and I don't want to have to. I like having the ability to turn it off right now, which is what not attaching it to the item is doing for me. So, and you can see I've been a little busy here. That's the sword that they released for the 20th anniversary edition thing I showed you guys a couple weeks ago, I think. Showing you how to import new objects, but anyways, I made it look less stupid, like with a real crossguard and not a bunch of feathers and shit. It doesn't have the effects because, well, modeling, for some reason, the model converter just doesn't like effects. So there we go. Alright, I'm going to draw it real fast. This is the spell that we created, and that looks horrible. But it did add an effect. Good lord, that's bad. Stand by though. Hold up. What may have happened here is I got ahead of myself. Because in my other naming one that I did not replace this with, I don't think that is the correct. I don't think that was the correct one. Let's see. Where'd you go? Export view. Oh, it was not. I should have just used the one I showed you how to do. That's fine. That's fine. We'll fix it real fast here. Reason I knew that was the wrong one was because that looked like the same piece of crap that I had just tested a second ago. Alright, we're going to save that. Now that that's been fixed, we'll head back over here to data, patch Z, yeah, add files. Go to the DBC folder where we just edited that with the proper name. Spell visual. Where are you, you fucker? There you go. Alright. Oops. That's okay. Yeah, we didn't want that. Alright. Alright, we're replacing it here. Cool. Go ahead. Gently kill the server like I just did. I'm kidding, don't do it that way. Alright, let's try that again. That's definitely different. Wow. Alright, well, I was correct. I'm definitely going to have to scale that down and I have no earthly idea what textures that is using, but those are not the textures that I've got in my game, clearly. So maybe this is the problem with retro porting effects, because it's not just simple textures, I suppose. Not really sure. But you can see there's two different effects there that I just successfully made work. So, and this is the aforementioned problem where you still got the nonsense shooting out of your character, but your sword has been put away, right? So, anyways, turn that bullshit off. But yeah, you can play around with that, get yourself a neat little spell. Couple of nuances here to let you know about. Under visual, this is where you'll set your offsets up. So it's jacked up. Um, in my experience, X is not a true X offset. I don't know why, but it seems to be going like to the northeast a little bit instead of east west. Same with Y. It's basically going northwest instead of just straight north south. And Z axis is the same problem. It's going basically, you know, up and to the left and down and to the right. So good luck figuring that out. The best way I've had it work is to just have the attachment ID say spell right hand and give it an offset of 1 to get it to go about halfway up the blade, probably at the edge of the blade for a one-handed main hand weapon. Um, you can set it to other stuff. There's helms, hips, all that fun stuff is there. But I even tried with the weapons here. Not much success on those. Um, if you try it with the sheath, it will your character will draw the effect, but your weapon will stay on your back. So that was interesting. Um, yeah, just shenanigans. So just be mindful. It's not perfect, but what it does allow you to do, like for things like armor, and I just figured this out. I'm streaming it or recording it because I didn't want to lose the information. I just got it to successfully work basically 30 minutes ago. But yeah, it you could put it on armor, and your armor doesn't move, right? Like if you throw a headpiece on or something along those lines, you want, I don't know, lightning bolt shooting out your character's ass or something, you can make that happen, and it's not gonna look so bad. But uh, for the weapon, which, yeah, shock, that's the one everybody wants. Um, Not perfect yet, so I'll have to play around more with it. But I did want to give you guys some content, kind of see and show where I'm floundering around at, and just say hi. So it's gonna be a busy couple of weeks with the holidays coming up. Um, Me and my family are gonna be doing some traveling, so it might be a little bit before you guys see me with anything new. But what I'm trying to do is put out stuff that's actually useful and that I know works before I just start spamming out garbage that doesn't work on half of people's things. So just be patient with me. The videos are slow going, but the ones that do come out actually have information that I have found it difficult to get. Or if it hasn't been difficult to get, the accent of the person teaching is difficult to get through. So um, I'm trying to offset that and put some Yank spin on it, and hopefully enable some folks in the states here to be able to follow along and do this kind of stuff. So, anyways, with that, I hope everybody has a happy holidays. I will try to get another video out before uh, Christmas, but no promises. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it helped. If you like the video, like my content, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys later.